Hello. Hola, hello, how's it going, familia? And welcome back to the Virgo Darlings channel. This is going to be a you versus them, y'all. We're gonna be checking on your energy as well as your person's energy and seeing how these energies have changed. All right, thank you so much, you guys, for the love and support. Thank you so much for the likes. We are about to get started right away. At the end of this reading, of course, we're going to be answering some Q&A questions for those of you that are interested in that. You can start sending your questions in, and at the end of the reading, we'll start answering all the questions that are received. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, I feel guided to ring the bell. Okay, it's been a minute since we've done that, so we'll do it. Don't worry, Virgos, we'll ring the bell. Alrighty, and be mindful though. Okay, this might be a bit loud. Okay, so if you're not used to the noise, the sound, okay, just lower the volume a little bit on your headphones, just to prepare you for this. Okay, let's see. I'm seeing these comments, y'all. You guys, let's do a little moment of silence for this beautiful actress that gave us some good ass movies. Excellent actress. She left us too soon, only 36 years old. Hayden Panettiere. I may have pronounced her last name wrong, but Hayden, you will not be forgotten. Okay, gone too soon. Gone too soon. Amazing actress. I still remember her on Bring It On. And y'all, I mean, who hasn't seen some of her lead roles in some of the early movies of 2000s, you know? Crazy how now we're losing people only 30 years old, you know? Crazy, crazy. Ay, ay, ay. That took us all by surprise, that loss. So, ooh-wee. But let's see. Hopefully we get some good news from Spirit and whatever they want to say to us here. So sad, so sad. Let's see. For Virgo Spirit, angels, ancestors, and sacred ones. Yeah, she was. She was only in her 30s. Only in her 30s, y'all. We got people now passing at 30 years old, 20 years old, 15 years old. This is insane, you know, to think that. That's why I always tell you guys, do not, live your life without regrets, okay? Live your life to the fullest. Fuck this matrix. Okay? F the matrix, okay? You guys gotta live life to the fullest, okay? You have to. It's like a quick reminder to just embrace life. The good, the bad, the ugly, the excellent, you know. These are things that a lot of people take for granted, you know. Don't be crying over nobody, you know, just move on in a loving way, and continue thriving, you know. Do not let anyone that tries to dim your light, you know, forget about who you are and what you are here in this world to do. Okay, we are here to do something with this life, and it's up to us to discern and really know what those things are. Okay, whether it's dancing, singing, being a mother, being a father, whether it is, you know, dating the love of your life, whether it is, you know, cooking for people that you love. Okay, whatever the hell makes you happy, do it. Okay, do it, do it, do it. Whatever brings that passion within you, do it. Okay, don't hold back on, you know, doing something that you really want to do just because, oh, people feel like I shouldn't be doing. No, 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 no. Go for it. Okay, go for it. Alrighty, well, without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, advice for my beautiful Virgos. Advice for my beautiful Virgos. Here we go. Buffalo. Abundance. Wow. Abundance. Okay. Abundance and liberation are finally on the way. It comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude. You will always have plenty when you express gratitude to every part of your creation or the creation. You know, whatever you create, whatever unfolds for you, be grateful towards that, because at the end of the day, you're learning something from that. You know, a lot of people used to tell me, like, you see life in a very philosophical way. And it's nothing, it's not to disregard, you know, people's emotions or anything like that, but it made me embrace everything about life, you know. As someone that came from the DR at a very young age here to the US, you know, that was a lot of change at an early age. So, you know, for anyone that resonates with that, this is also spirit reminding you, like, hey, life happens for you because you needed to go through that experience to learn something from that as well. Okay, you needing to realize what you have. Okay, when maybe for somebody else what you have, it's more of an abundance, you know. I used to a lot of people used to tell me, like, oh my gosh, you don't know what you have, you don't know what you have, because at first, when I first moved here, right, I was very unhappy. I was not very happy leaving my all my family behind, you know, my mom's side of the family behind, where I grew up, right? And then I got to know my dad's side of the family a lot more. So, US honestly just grows on you. You know, you experience things, you go through things, good, bad. You go to school, you learn about the language, the culture, the all the cultures. Okay, I mean, I grew up part of where I was first at the beginning when I first got to the US was I was in the Bronx and then moved to Queens. So it's like those those two boroughs there made me see that what I have now is stuff that and then is stuff that other people wish to have. You know, we see now, you know, earthquakes happening in Colombia, earthquakes happening in Venezuela, earthquakes happening here, then in the other, and really puts things into perspective about what you should be grateful for, you know. So at the end of the day, you guys, be grateful for everything that you have, even if it seems small, even if it seems like it's not a lot. Okay, be grateful that you are, you know, walking, talking, have, you know, two hands, 2 feet. Okay, be grateful that you're still alive. Just being alive is something to be grateful for. So keep that in mind. I feel like a lot of you guys need to show the universe that you are still interested in persevering, going through the changes that life puts us through, whether it's good, bad, terrible, whatever it is, you know. At the end of the day, we signed a contract to be in this lifetime to experience life in the way we chose to experience life. So at the end of the day, you guys have free will to live life how you choose to live life. But always remember to choose wisely, you know, and make good choices that you know will best serve you and, you know, whoever is involved. Okay, lead with kindness, lead with love, and don't forget to, you know, love you more. Okay, respect you more, appreciate you more. Okay, but let's see, that's just part of the advice for some of you guys. Okay, we're not gonna get all emotional here. Okay, whoa, okay, we got another card here from Spirit. Another card. But you are being encouraged to develop balance between independence and time of togetherness. Okay, yes, this is the cat Okay, for those of you that have a cat, a dog, a pet, okay, just spend some time with, you know, with your family, you know, whether this is this community of Virgos that you guys do enjoy being here. You know, if you enjoy, if you don't have nobody else, but this feels like home, this feels like a safe space for you, you know, you guys can get to know one another. All right. And if this is like a friend that you haven't reached out to or checked in on, you know, this is a reminder. Get together with them, you know, check in on them. Check in with your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa while they still here with you. Okay? Seize the moment. Okay? Hakuna Matata. Carpe diem. Okay? Oh my goodness. This also indicates that you will greatly benefit from a profound journey of self-discovery, learning to enjoy time spent with yourself. Okay, this is what I mean by, like, you know, even if you don't have no one around you, even if this is just you with you, you know, take that time to get to know what you like, what makes you happy, what you enjoy, whether this is food, whether this is activities, whether this is, you know, trips, whether this is going out, whether this is, you know, seeing other parts of the world that you've never been at. Okay, this is what spirit is asking you to, you know, gravitate towards that courage that leads you to new places, new profound discoveries. Those, not just you, but also other people, other beautiful things that this world has to offer. Okay, so yes, Virgo. Alrighty, now without further ado, let's get into this you versus them. Alrighty, for those of you that have been waiting to know more about your person and how they feel, let's get into this. Okay, let's get into this. All right, we're gonna be using the unsaid feelings of love. Okay, so far that this one has been one of my favorite cards to use for you for your reading. Okay, so if anybody likes it, these cards are available for sale. Okay, here in the channel. Okay, I will be going live very soon to show you all the cards that are available for purchase. Alrighty, including this one. Alrighty, let's see. You, Virgo, how do you feel towards your person? Let's see. Hi, Trinity. Hi, Melly. Hi, Jake. Hello, hello. Hi, Amber. Hi, George. Welcome. Hi, Ben. Welcome, welcome. So nice to see you guys are here again. Some new faces I'm seeing. Hi, Shitra. Okay, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. For Virgos. For Virgos. Virgos, what? How do you feel? What is something that you're not saying to your person right now, currently in this very moment? Okay, we have I'm breaking myself free from this. Wait for me. Ooh-wee. So I feel like a lot of you guys are like, you know, spending some time with yourselves and really focusing on work, focusing on what you really want to build with someone here. Some of you guys may be dealing with someone that is at a distance from you. I'm getting Taurus energy, I'm getting Aries energy, I'm getting Scorpio energy, I'm getting Sagittarius energy, I'm getting Virgo energy for this specific group of Virgos. Okay, for those of you that are dealing with any of those zodiac signs. Okay, yeah, really, it's like I'm a lullaby for y'all, huh? It's like I need to make some sounds. Okay, some what is that called? I need to start making some music for you guys, because every time you guys hop in here, it's like, oh, time for me to go to sleep. I'm listening to D, but oh, I was listening to your reading, but I just knocked the out. Ay, ay, ay. My voice is soothing. I'm glad to hear. Glad to hear. Ay, ay, ay. In this meditation, I promise you, I'm not hypnotizing nobody, okay? You heard it first from Amber, okay? My voice is just soothing. Somebody mentioned that the other day. They're like, yo, your voice is very hypnotizing. I'm like, I'm not hypnotizing nobody. Am I hypnotizing you? I hope not. Hope not. Don't get hypnotized by my voice, darling. I only put people to sleep. Virgo's be in bed listening to me like, oh, okay. Yes, spirit, yes. Let's see. Virgo's person. Let's see. What do you wish to say to Virgo that you haven't said yes yet? They want me to shackle to this connection. They want me shackled to this connection. Giggle puff. Someone wants to keep your person attached to a connection that's very unhealthy to them. This could be their work, this could be their job, this could be a karmic that they are attached to, this could be a someone that they are responsible for. Could be a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, okay? Could be a baby mama, baby daddy, could be a boss, a CEO, someone in their company, okay? But I feel like your person does something very well to the point that someone just wants to keep them in that place, okay? And because of that, jiggly puff, oh my gosh, because of that, Virgos, I feel like your person clearing the crown chakra, clearing the third eye. Yeah, it's like your person is having a hard time seeing things for what it is right now. Yeah, I feel tortured by fractured not talking to you. Yeah, it's like someone is torturing your person. Someone is like, no, you don't get to hear from the Virgo, you don't get to talk to the Virgo, you don't get to, this could be, someone that you're very close with, and you guys really get along very well, but someone around them is preventing them from coming towards you. Okay, I'm talking about like this is like a strong attachment. This is like some good juju going bad. It's like someone that probably put some bad juju on somebody just to like stay by their side, and now that person is like ready to run from them. You know what I mean? It's like when someone uses like manipulation magic. This is like voodoo hoodoo, to try to lure someone in their direction, and they see that person for what it is, and that magic just turns out to not work in their favor. It actually worked against them, okay? And now this person, whoever they did the juju towards, okay, this could be you, Virgo, realizing like, damn, like she really got you in her clutch. Like it's giving that energy of like, you see the magic. You could be, asking someone, like, yo, you don't see what she's doing. You don't really see how she's like holding on to your energy, how she's just keeping you trapped. It's like, for me as a seer, I cannot help it to see that very quickly as soon as I meet the person, as soon as the person gets introduced to me. That's the first thing that spirit shows me. Even if I don't know the person at all, like the first thing that gets shown to me is, that person has like either someone that is holding on to them, or something that is chained to them, or a body. Okay, when I say a body, I mean like a force. Could be someone that has passed on, or could be someone that the person that did the um magic on try to put on them. So the energy just feels naturally heavy when you meet that person. At least for us seers, psychics, it's very hard to not see what's there with the person, because usually when you get introduced to certain people, you naturally see that person and what they carry with them, whether it's a strong core attachment that they have, whether it's whether they have a huge heavy energy of lost, where they have lost someone, or that person is still attached to them and they're trying to communicate, or whether it's someone that is still attached to them because somebody else put them there, or draw them, bind them together with that person's energy. So it's really what I'm trying to say here is that someone could have done a lot of work on your person, from what I'm seeing here, and now your person is feeling drained. Okay, naturally you feel drained, like very heavy, like things don't work out, things are just delayed. Okay, and whether this is a ex-boyfriend, someone that you detach from, whether this is a brother, a sister, an uncle, an auntie, a mom, a dad, you could see how this magic could change them, to the point where like they're not able to discern what's right for them and what is not good for them. Okay, damn. Let's see some more about Virgo's person. Why is this person feeling torture and fracture but not being able to talk to the Virgo? Meaning that even if this person really wants to speak to you, someone is preventing them from coming towards you. Someone is preventing them from, even, they could be getting threatened by somebody. Like, if you call the Virgo, I'm gonna do this. If you call the Virgo, I'm gonna do that. Could be that. Okay, if this is you, cross watcher, dealing with someone that is this unhealthy, okay, I don't know what to tell you. This is like put a damn restraining order on that person. Shit, I don't know what to tell you. You might need to put a restraining order on that person, because this is not healthy. Okay, let's see. I feel so lonely since I detached from you. Yeah, it's like this person is going through it. This is somebody that had to detach from you because somebody else was forcing them to stay single or to stay with them. I feel like there is some, like, someone was threatening somebody. Like, if you talk to the Virgo, if I find out that you're talking to the Virgo, I'm gonna do this. I'm leaving you. I'm taking my kid with me. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. It's giving that energy. So sad. Let's see, Virgo. And Virgo's over here like, I'm breaking myself free from this toxicity that you're carrying. Like, I wish that I'm sending you love, light, but this is not something that I want to be involved with. This is not something that I want to be part of. Okay, so damn, Virgo. Let's see. Give me more how you feel towards this person. Okay, thank you. at this moment, I'm still attached to this karmic. Yeah. So I feel, Virgo, like you may not, you may try to break free from this, but it's like you can see that something is off with this person. Okay, you can see that this karmic is influencing this person that has stronghold on you, or that is that has feelings for you, or that wants to be close to you. Okay, it's like me saying like, oh no, I don't see what's bothering you, Virgo, you know, when clearly I can, spirit shows me. You know, it's like me pretending to like not be a seer when clearly I can see that's happening to you, that's weighing heavy on you. You know what I mean? It's like I can't pretend not to see what I'm seeing. So I feel like you are trying your very best to move away from this energy and, you know, break free from it. But it's very hard whenever you see that someone is getting tortured by a karmic that is influencing or affecting this person emotionally, physically, financially. Okay, let's see, what is this person's next move? What are they not telling my Virgos about this torturing, this hold that someone has on them? Why are they not telling Virgo about this? What is this about? Okay, I don't have the willpower yet. Not ready for it. Exactly, they don't have the willpower yet. This person is, and this is another thing, like when your light gets dimmed to a point where like you forget that you have even free will. Okay, this is what happens. You forget about who you are, your own power, and then to the point that other people are able to manipulate you, torture you, and hold on to your energy because you're not using your energy, because you're not calling your power in. Okay, and I feel like this is what's happening with this person over here. Okay, they don't have the willpower. They do, but they don't recognize it because someone is influencing them. It's like someone saying, no, I cannot break up with them, but that person is fucking abusive. Is abusive, verbally abusive, physically abusive, financially abusive. Okay, no, I cannot, no, because they are threatening me. Like there's laws for that, there's things for that. Okay, if you feel like your life is being threatened, okay, your finances are being threatened, okay, there are things for that. Okay, there's people that will help you get your life back. Okay, it sounds like your person is attached to some sort of narcissist. Okay, some sort of karmic cycle that they feel like they cannot get out of, when in reality it's very freaking simple. Okay, that's why I'm saying this is definitely some sort of magic here playing out on your person's part. Okay, whoever your person is, could be your best friend, could be your brother, your sister, your cousin, the person that you really care deeply about. Okay, you're wondering like, yo, why is my person always getting, like, why is this person always thinking that they cannot get out of that situation? Why is this person tolerating abuse from this person? You know, because it is magic. It's like if someone isn't like in a domestic violence relationship. You know, there's some people that get out of that, and there's some people that, you know, it's something really terrible needs to happen to them in order for them to snap out of it. You know what I mean? And there's some people that just let people like this that have trauma, that have a lot of unresolved daddy mommy issues, project that into them, into their life. And that is where you have to acknowledge what is your energy and what isn't your energy. Because at that point, if someone like this has the power to make you change your mind to a point where it's not good for you, you are no longer in your power. Does that make sense? If someone makes you do something that goes a bit against your better judgment, okay, you are no longer in your power. You are no longer in control. That person is. Alrighty? It's time to end this darkness and be reborn. Exactly. That's what Spirit is encouraging this person to do. Like time to get out of that mindset. Time to walk away from people, places, things that no longer serve you. Time to be happy for you. Imagine living a life that doesn't make you happy just to please somebody. Fuck no. Imagine living a life like that. Imagine living a life that only one person is happy in the connection. And because that person is happy, you yourself end up unhappy. Fuck no. Hi, Gwen. Welcome, darling. Like what? Be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful with them blue eyes. Who said that? Trinity? She like, no blue eyes for me. We need to stay in separation for now. Have patience. I will be home. Exactly. It's like this person, I feel like this person is not happy where they're at. Could be a job, honestly. If this is not a person keeping this person trapped, this could be a job also. A job could do this to you. When you're in the matrix and you're just like, oh no, I had to do it for the money because I got bills to pay. But that shit makes you miserable every time you go there. You're no longer doing it for you. You're doing it because it's comfortable to you. And that's not growth, y'all. That's not growth. You're not growing. You're not learning from that. It's like this person is like, oh my gosh, we gotta stay in separation, Virgo, because I got this job to do, even though it makes me fucking miserable every time I go there, every time I am around these people, every time I had to work with these people, every time I had to like deal with these people. It's like, who are you really doing it for? Who are you really doing that job for? Like, it's not even about the money. Like, stop using money as an excuse to live a life that clearly isn't fulfilling for you. Okay? That goes for everybody. Not just the cross watcher, but also for the Virgos. If something does not make you happy, it's time for you to wake the f up. Okay? Because as you can see, you experience life. Don't let life, happen to you. Alrighty? You don't know how much time you have here on earth. You don't know that. You don't know that. Be mindful. Stop wasting your time on things that does not fulfill you. That's also another promise that I made to myself when I was hospitalized. It's like there is no point of me doing and pursuing something that, yeah, pays well, but doesn't really make me happy. That's why I do this now. Because being here, talking to you guys, you know, doing readings for you guys, it's quite fulfilling for me. It's something that makes me truly happy. Getting to know you guys, talking to you guys, giving you guys advice about spirit, what guidance I'm being channeling to tell you. Some people are accustomed to do the whole 9 to 5, but then it gets old. Okay? It gets old. Not everything has to be about money. Yes, we get it. Like, you need money to survive and to get by. But you know how many things you can do in terms of your creativity if you really tap into those skills just to make money? Imagine making money doing the things that you actually love. If you actually were to just drop that job and truly pursue that without zero regrets. Imagine loving someone so much, but because your job stops you from really going after that person, from really pursuing that connection, now you're stuck with a job that you don't like, and now that person marries somebody that they shouldn't even be with. Imagine losing the love of your life just because you didn't have the courage to tell them how much you love them when you had the chance. Live life without no regrets. Okay? And I feel like your person is trying to understand this, but still, you know, still working on it. Let's see mutual energy between these two lovers. Okay? I often fantasize about you in my mind. Yeah. This person cannot help it but to fantasize about you. Okay? This is weighing so heavy on me. Wasn't I talking about when they carry such a guilt? When someone carries such a energy with them? You know? It weighs heavy on that person. There it is. I'm not surprised that this card came out, because when I see stuff like this, someone feeling tortured by either a 9 to 5, a job that does not really fulfill them, a job that they probably decided to go after just because of the money, a relationship that they decided to pursue just because it felt comfortable, even though they don't love that person, you know. Now it's weighing heavy on them. Now it's weighing heavy on this person. You know why? Because it's not something that their body resonates with. Your body will tell you, I like this. I feel safe here. You know? But when you're with the wrong person, when you're in the wrong environment, your body will start developing, you know, your body will start keeping count of all the trauma, all the hurt, how sad you are, how this connection, this situation does not fulfill you. Okay? Let's see. I long for my freedom. Exactly. This person is not free. They not mentally free because they think about you. They not physically free to do what they want because they're still, someone either owns them. This could be a company, okay? This could be also someone that is in the military, is under some sort of contract, you know. Maybe someone is not able to do or say what they wish to do or say, because they are in some sort of um, crazy contract under some sort of rules, regulations that may backfire back at them. You know, this could be someone that is in a relationship that is very unstable, mentally, physically, emotionally unstable. Okay, and this is why this person is longing to be free. Okay, I'm hearing that song by Zia. Cliff Winters, a broken thing. Had a voice, but I could not sing. You wore me down. I started on the ground. Yeah, this is the path that I must take alone. Yeah, they don't want to involve you in it. That's why you're choosing to free yourself from this. Okay? That's why you're choosing to free yourself from this. Because staying alongside with this person, dealing with this person and what they're going through, what they chose to do, what they signed their life, okay? I feel like someone signed their life away to the devil. You know, this is like someone signing their life to the devil. This is someone signing their life to a company, the military, marrying someone for money, or marrying someone out of convenience, you know, staying in a relationship because of convenience. One thing, and another thing that I have been seeing often is like parents choosing to stay in a very unhealthy relationship just because of the kids. You're doing a disservice to your kids, let me tell you. Okay, your kid wouldn't want you, like, once they grow older and they see, okay, because kids are very smart. Kids peep how their parents behave around each other. Okay, this is not healthy. Yes, we get it that, you know, having two separate parents, two separate houses, this, that, and the other could be, you know, something that affects the kid. But it affects the kid also if you stay in a relationship and they get to see you guys fight all the time, argue all the time, you know, fight over small things all the time, probably physically getting, like, you know. This is why Spirit is saying, who are you doing it for, really? Are you doing it because it feels safe to you, or are you really doing it because you want to protect your kid? If you truly want to protect your child, and this is someone like your baby mama, your baby daddy, okay, doing this to you where you clearly not happy in that connection, but they're dragging you, cursing you, you know, telling you how bad of a parent you are, this, that, and the other. Like, do you think that helps your child? Do you think your child deserves to see all of that? How this woman, this man resents you, but still holds on to you just because you guys have a kid together? No, that don't work. That don't help. That does not help the child. That does not help you. Okay? Keep that in mind. Sometimes even divorced parents, okay, you can ask kids with divorced parents, like, hey, how was the relationship when they were married compared to now that they are separated? And they will tell you, much better. Now we get to have fun. Now we get to enjoy life. Now we get to, you know, just laugh at whatever has happened. Sometimes parents do this mistake of choosing to stay together because of the child, and then the child grows up to see and learn and treat other people, other relationships that they get on, just like he or she saw the two of you behaving around them. This is not just psychologically affects the child, but this also affects the child in a way that the child will learn as an adult. Okay, as an adult will grow to treat people the way that he or she saw you treat his or her mother. And then y'all wonder, why is my kid not taking no relationship serious? Why is my kid so aloof? Why is my child doesn't want to get married? Why is my hello? Don't ask questions when you know the answer. I keep my true feelings hidden. Okay? This person is hiding their true feelings. Okay? Let's find out. What is this person's true feelings? Okay? What is this person's true feelings towards the Virgo? Let's find out. Don't forget, you guys, we are answering Q&A questions in 8 minutes. Okay? We're going to be answering Q&A questions in 8 minutes. So send your questions in. Okay? I cannot choose you. It's all too much. I am sorry. Exactly. You know, it's not even about choosing the Virgo. It's about you freeing yourself, crosswatcher. The Virgo's not asking you to choose them. Okay? This is a you know, where this person may have it wrong, where, you know, they may feel like you're still interested or you're still, you know, attached to them, when in reality it's more about you feel sorry for this person. You feel for this person. You know, it's like, come on, live. Okay? The Virgo's like, please just free yourself from this story that you think you deserve. No. Okay? I make excuses because I don't want to love again. Exactly. This person is truly hurt. Truly hurt. Okay? This person is truly hurt. And they need some healing. This person knows that they need some healing. This is why they keep those feelings hidden. Because if they were to tell you how they feel, you know, it's like not telling the Virgo how you feel is still an answer. You know, you not giving an answer to the Virgo about how you feel is still an answer to the Virgo. You know, it's like keeping someone like, it's like the Virgo telling you like, oh, I love you, I care for you, I like you, you know, or I send love to you, even if you don't talk to me for months, weeks, years, okay? Because you see the hurt in this person. And this person may be misunderstanding that love for like, for you actually wanting a full relationship with them. It's like, how can the Virgo be hope to be in a connection with you when you can't even open up about what is hurting you, what is making you sad, what's the reason behind truly why you do not want to love again, why you don't feel worthy of love, why you, even though you fantasize about the Virgo, you think it's still too much for you. Why is that? Is it a victim mentality? Is it because you was in a very abusive connection? Is it because someone dimmed your life so much that now you don't even feel confident within yourself? It's like someone's, you know, you confessing your feelings for somebody, you know, like, oh, I like you, you know, yeah, I like you, you know, cross watcher, yeah, like you cool. And then they run with like, oh shit, the Virgo's in love with me. Oh, let me hide. Let me not tell them that I clearly cannot choose them because it's just too much for me. I'm going through things right now. I feel torture where I'm at. What is holding me back from really getting into a connection? Why I keep making excuses and not tell the Virgo really why I don't want love in my life. That's still a coward move. That's being very shallow, you know? That is being very shallow. When you're not able to at least express to someone and you just keep them waiting, that's still an answer. You telling that person, I don't have the cojones, the ball, you know, to tell you how I feel. But you should know how I feel. It's like it's like keeping you waiting when you already know the answer, you know? Like, ain't nobody stupid, okay? Ain't nobody gonna be waiting for you, first of all. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna be waiting for you. Even if this is you, Virgo, you know, asking someone to wait for you, you know, ain't nobody's gonna be waiting for you, especially if you're not coming in a way where it's consistent, in a way where it's genuine. You know, goes both ways. It goes both ways. You want this person to show up for you like this in a loving, caring, supportive way. Okay? You have to also show up for them like that. And vice versa. But if you keep someone waiting and expects them to do more for you, chase you, forget about their boundaries, their morals, their values, just for you, at that point, you're already giving that person an answer. At that point, you're telling that person, like, hey, I don't care enough about you to even tell you that I do not care about you like that. I do not see you like that. You know? That's like very immature way to see relationships, let me tell you. You know? You're not ready for a connection if that's how you approach your connections. You're not in a you're not emotionally intelligent to understand how that not really approaching a connection with sincerity and true honesty, you know, it shows that you're not ready for a serious relationship. It shows that you're not emotionally mature to have a conversation, even if it doesn't go as you would like it to go, even if it makes you uncomfortable, even if this connection is something that you know you don't want, but you had to communicate it to somebody. It's like blocking someone when they told you, oh yeah, I like you, you know, like we should hang out sometime. But then you block them, you disappear from their life, and then you kind of expect them to go out of their way to continue to chase you. What the what world are we living in? What world are you living in that makes you think that that is right for you to do to somebody? Especially if you don't know, especially if you know, let's say that person that confessed their feelings for you, open up to you about how they felt towards you and everything, you know, was open from the very beginning and honest about how they felt, even if it's as a friendship, even if it's as a whatever, as just getting to know you even more. You know what that shows when you just completely disregard someone's feelings, emotions, and that all of that. It shows a level of maturity, a lack of maturity, emotional maturity, you know? Because a grown ass man, a grown ass woman will have that conversation, even if it's difficult. Like, hey, I know you said that this is how you felt. I know that this is how you see me. I know that this is, but I honestly, genuinely, I don't think I'm ready for a connection right now. I don't think I'm, I still have a lot of things that I need to heal from. And um, I would like to keep going my own direction by myself. Doesn't take much to say that. But for some people, clearly it does. For this person, it does. It takes a lot for them. But what you're not understanding, cross watcher or Virgo, is that when you don't communicate this to people, that's still you showing that person that you are a coward, that you are very shallow, and that you lack emotional maturity. A lot of people want relationships and get in relationships and this, that, and the other, but cannot take accountability for how their actions affected, how their actions made that person react to whatever their cause. Every action has a reaction. Every cause has an effect. If you don't see how you have caused somebody pain, and now the effects of that, how that affects the person, you don't see how that affects the person, it shows that other person, like, I was right by having closure with myself, by truly, sincerely taking this as a red flag. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Seeing their behavior, their actions as a red flag. My. It's not easy to explain how you feel, but there are so many things that you can do to explain how you feel without actually saying it. I don't want to hold on into... Yeah, I don't want you to hold on to me. Please don't wait for me. Exactly. Don't hold on to somebody that doesn't even have the courage to tell you, didn't have the courage to tell you about what their next action was going to be, didn't even have the courage to empathize with what your past history has been. Maybe you've been through really bad relationships. Maybe you needed some love, support, even if it wasn't in a romantic sense. The fact that this person wasn't careful with your feelings, with your heart, okay, should tell you that this person isn't for you. You shouldn't be waiting on someone that disregards your feelings, keeps you waiting, and still hoping that you chase them, but then another day they're hoping that you don't hold on to them, depending whatever the mood they're on, depending on whatever type of experiences is it that that person is experiencing. Because clearly right now they are being tortured, they are being, this person is going through it, okay? And I feel like spirit is not going easy on this person because they know it's time for them to end whatever darkness and karmic cycle is it that they keep putting themselves on or keep repeating. It's like someone saying, like, I don't want to be with this toxic ass bitch, but then they found themselves forgiving that person. No, Virgo, forgive yourself for putting up with someone like this and allow this to go this for this long. Forgive yourself for knowing, respecting yourself enough to walk the away from this person and not really wait on them. Because if they can disregard your feelings, your heart, okay, your emotions, just like that, what does that tell you if you were to get into a connection with them? The red flags are already there. The red flags are already showing you. Is it fucking worth it? Anyways, life's too short to be dealing with people like this, okay? If they want to live like that, let them live like that. But do not let this person drag you with them. Especially when they cannot even choose you. When they can't even choose themselves, matter of fact. It's not even about choosing you. It's about someone not even knowing how to choose themselves. The fuck? Like, if you cannot fight for you, how the fuck you expect? No. Bye. Bye. Anyways, we are answering Q&A questions now, you guys. Keep that in mind. Okay, for yes or no questions, it's $12. For a question and a clear answer with a question with clarifiers, okay, is $22. For a quick reading with advice from spirit, okay, is $44. If you guys want me to do a bonus on whatever type of bonus you guys want me to do, okay, you can sponsor the next bonus reading by donating $33. Alrighty. For questions, we start now. Alrighty. I'm only gonna be waiting for 10 minutes. If we don't get questions in the next 10 minutes, okay, we're gonna leave it there. You guys, thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate you, Virgos. Let's see. Yes, it is. No, I'm actually about to leave, you guys. That is it that I have for you, my beautiful darlings. Okay, we didn't get no questions tonight, so that is good. That tells me that everybody is clear where they're at. Um, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow in the afternoon. To show you actually some of the new cards that are available for purchase. All right, and so much other stuff that I gotta show you guys. So if you're interested, don't forget that live. Okay, it's gonna be happening around from 2 p.m. to probably 4 p.m. Eastern time, so don't miss it. Alrighty, and yeah, y'all, stay grateful, always thankful for what you have, and remember that you are blessed by spirit. Have a wonderful night, my beautiful Virgos, and I will see you next time.